Hey guys, all the products you see in this video can be found in the description down below. Today I have this game called Five Alive, and I'll tell you my favorite thing about it in just a second, but first some things you need to know. First of all guys, this game is a very fun game. It's very fast paced. It's a very good party game where you don't really want to think too much, but you want to think a little bit because there is some strategy behind this. It isn't just like Uno where it's mostly luck of the draw. There is some strategy to winning this game, and that's what makes it really fun. I am going to show you kind of the basics of how to play, but first let's get to why you're really here. You're wanting to know if this is worth getting, if it's going to be fun, or if you're going to buy it, play it twice, and throw it in your closet and never see it again. And in my opinion, this is a game where if you have friends coming over, family coming over, and you want to take a break from really extensive strategy games, yet you don't want to play something so simple like Go Fish or something, or Uno, where it's just all luck and it has a little bit of strategy and it's still fun to kind of have to think to win, then this is a good game for you. It's strategic, yet it's easy to learn, and it's just fast paced, and you can play many different rounds in one evening. Now let me show you the basics of how to play. The gameplay is super simple, guys. Everyone starts off with 5 lives, as the name implies, 5 alive, and there's up to 6 players. So every player starts with these hearts in front of them, and as you play, you're gonna lose lives, and whoever is left last with lives wins the game. How it works is you're gonna start off the game by playing different cards. So for example, if I was going first, I would say 2, and then the next player would go down and say 4, and then the next player would go down and say 5, right? Until you got up to 21. The goal of this game is to not go over 21. If you go over 21, if you play a card and it puts this pile over 21, so meaning 22 or higher, you lose a life. Once someone loses a life, this gets reshuffled and goes back to 0 again. You start with 10 cards in your hand, and if you run out of 10 cards, the first player who runs out of 10 cards declares that they've run out of 10 cards, and then what happens is every other player besides you, that player, loses a life as well. So that's a really good strategy to win the game, is to be the first person to play all 10 of your cards without going over 21 to eliminate other players. Now there's other cards in here, like skip yourself. This would allow you to skip yourself. So for example, if someone had played this equals 21 card, which brought it up to 21, and you couldn't play anything else, you could play the skip yourself card so that you didn't go over 21. You could also play something like this, like an equals 0, which would bring the score down to 0 again, or equals 10, or you could reverse it, or you could redeal. Basically, guys, the game continues on. When you run out of your cards, you start a new round. Like I said, everyone else loses a life, and then you reshuffle and redeal 10 more cards to each player, and then the game continues until only one player has a life left. So once you lose all your lives, you're out of the game, and the game continues until one player is left. This is also some other cool cards in here, like +1s and +2s, which allow you to add cards to other players' hands, which allows you to be closer to running out of your 10 cards first before they do. My favorite thing about this game has to be the fact of how much strategy there is involved, while being so simple as well, guys, because you're just going around the table, putting numbers down, and then when it gets to that 21 number, it gets really fun trying to avoid that, putting it to the next guy, reversing it, reshuffling it. Running out of the 10th card is always the funnest part, because you're like, I'm out, you guys have to lose a life. It's just a really fun game. It's an easy party game that doesn't require too much thought, and I spend a lot of time with this, with family, just chilling, talking about other things while it's other people's turns. It's just a great way to spend time together, and I just highly recommend this product. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please subscribe. I appreciate it a ton. Have a good day, guys.